Hey guys, Mr. Selby here with another episode of Geometry with Mr. Selby. I'm hoping to finish up the midpoint video with you guys today. So if you probably remember that this is from midpoint part one, this is the last slide we got to, slide number 13. So let's go back really quick and let's just review what a midpoint is. It's x1 and x2 here are two endpoints. So the midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. All right. And so there's our midpoint formula to find the midpoint. And that's how you find it with a graph. x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. All right. So I believe we got the 13. So this is also how you solve it for an endpoint. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and get started then. All right. Okay. What is the measure of PR if Q is the midpoint of PR? And PR says that it is 14x plus 2. Okay, we don't know what x equals. We see that QR is 6 minus 3x. So when you see this and you realize that Q is the midpoint, right? Don't forget that means Q is in the exact middle in between P and R. So if this from Q to R is 6 minus 3x, it's also 6 minus 3x from P to Q, right? So both of these are 6 minus 3x. And all together they add up to equal 14x plus 2. All right? So what I like to do in times like this is I like to add them together. And I like to write it out as an equation. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second how I would do it. Let's see really quick how the PowerPoint says to do it. So Q is the midpoint, and the figure gives algebraic measures for QR and PR. You're asked to find the measure of PR. All right, because Q is the midpoint, you know that QR is 1/2 of PR. All right, so what it's saying here is that this here, since this is the midpoint, this is the same right here. This is also 6 minus 3x. So this is 6 minus 3x, and then this will also be 6 minus 3x. And 6 minus 3x is half of 14x plus 2. Use this equation. So since it's half, QR, half of QR, or half of PR is QR. So you plug in. What's PR? PR is 14x plus 2. QR is over here, 6 minus 3x. So you plug it into this equation because it's half of it. Distributive property, 6 minus 3x equals 7x plus 1. And then 5 minus 3x, after you move over this 1, and then add 3 times to each side, 5 equals 10x. Divide each side by 10, and x equals 1/2. All right, don't forget that you are trying to solve for PR according to the problem. All right, not x. It asks you to find the measure of PR. After you found the measure of x, and you figured out that it's 1/2, you got to sub that into PR. All right, so PR equals 14x plus 2. So you sub in 1/2 for x. So it's going to be, instead of 14 times x plus 2, it's going to be 14 times 1/2 plus 2. All right, 14 times 1/2 is going to be 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. That's your answer. The answer is 9 units. All right. Really quick, I'm going to show you guys how I solved it. All right. I did things a little bit differently. Instead of doing 1/2, I wrote 6 minus 3x twice. All right, equals 14x plus 2. And really quick, just to demonstrate, this is what our original problem was. Okay, so this from P to Q plus this from Q to R equals P to R, right? Equals the whole thing. So this half plus this half equals the whole thing. So that's what I did. I did this half, 6 minus 3x right here, and I did this half, 6 minus 3x, added them together, and they equal the whole thing, 14x plus 2. All right, combine my like terms. I got 12 minus 6x equals 14x plus 2. I want to get all my x's to the same side, so I got to get rid of this minus 6x. To get rid of it, I do the opposite. So I add 6x to both sides. They cancel out, so I'm left with 12 over here. 14x plus 6x equals 20x. Drop down my 2, so 12 equals 20x plus 2. I got to get rid of that 2. So to get rid of plus 2, you do minus 2. All right, so 12 minus 2 would be 10. 2 minus 2 would be 0. So 20x drops down. 10 equals 20x. Divide both sides by 20 to get rid of that 20 and just be left with x. So 10 divided by 20 is going to be 1/2. 20x divided by 20 is just going to be x, and x equals 1/2. All right. Then we've got over here, we know that PR is 14x plus 2. We know that x equals 1/2. So instead of 14 times x plus 2, we do 14 times 1/2 plus 2. 14 times 1/2 is 7, plus 2 is 9. All right, so as you can see, you get the same answer. I just think it's better than, instead of dividing by 2, I think it's better to add 2. All right. So right here you have it. Since QR is 1/2 PR, the expression QR is evaluated for x equals 1/2. It should be 1/2 9 or 9/2. Okay. QR equals 6 minus 3x. Sub in the 1/2, and you should get 4.5. All right. Let's just double check this. Okay. All right, your turn here. I want you guys to take a second and see if you can solve this on your own. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and you were able to solve this on your own. I'm going to show the answer on here really quick. All right, so the answer was 10. AC is what we're trying to find here, okay? We know that BC is 2A minus 1, and we know that B is the midpoint between A and C. If B is in the middle of A and C, that means it's the same distance from B to C as it is from B to A. All right, so if this distance from B to C is 2A minus 1, from B to A must also be 2A minus 1. All right, so what I did then is I added them together and made them equal to 3A plus 1. And this is what it looked like down here. So I had 2A plus 1, all right, which was this section, plus 2A plus 1, which was this section, equals 3A plus 1, which was this bottom section. So as you can see, this half plus this half equals the whole. All right. So I simplified. Instead of 2A minus 1 and 2A minus 1, I made it 4A minus 2.
Karen Crosley to the main office, please. Karen Crosley to the main office, please.
So 4A minus 2 equals 3A plus 1. All right. I want to get rid of that minus 2, okay, because I don't like working with negative numbers. So I add 2 to both sides. 4A minus 2 plus 2 just leaves us with 4A. 3A plus 1 plus 2 is going to be 3A plus 3. So 4A equals 3A plus 3. Then I want to get all my A's to the same side, so I always move the smaller one over to the larger one. So minus 3A from both sides, and 4A minus 3A is just A. 3A minus 3A is 0. It's dropped down to 3, and A equals 3. But we're not trying to find 3. We're not trying to find A. We're trying to find AC, right? So AC equals 3A plus 1. All right, so 3 times A plus 1 is the same thing as 3 times 3 plus 1. 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 plus 1. And therefore, 9 plus 1 is 10. So AC must equal 10. All right. Hopefully, you're able to understand this. If you weren't, that is quite all right. Just make sure you reach out to Mr. Selby during his office hours. All right. Those are posted daily. Also, you can message me on Schoology or you can email me. All right. I love helping. Okay. So please reach out if you need any help. Okay. I hope everybody is doing well out there, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you.